According to Women Against Violence Against Women, rape culture is a term that refers to the way in which society blames sexual assault victims and normalizes sexual violence. The hardships of sexual assault victims are often invalidated through lack of retribution that perpetrators face. There is a need for stronger acceptance and support of sexual assault victims campus-wide, nationwide, as well as worldwide, so that they feel comfortable sharing and reporting their encounters. Over the next few minutes, we will highlight reasons why sexual assault is a continuous threat to the safety of our community, and will then offer a potential solution to increase just outcomes. Whether the victim was intoxicated, wearing revealing clothing, or is public about his or her sexual experiences is in no way an invitation for sexual assault. According to a British poll done by Independent Communications and Marketing Research, it found that 1 in 5 think a woman is partly to blame if it is known she has many sexual partners, while more than a third believe she is partly responsible if she has clearly failed to say no to the man. Society's outlook on such crimes needs to be turned around to establish that sexual assault is not acceptable under any circumstances. There was a steady increase of reports of sexual assaults at four-year colleges from 2009 to 2012. The increase could be because of more sexual assaults, or that more of them are being reported, or a combination of these two factors. However, there are still many sexual assaults that do not get reported. Common reasons for underreporting are that victims are often familiar with their perpetrator and may fear the backlash of reporting them. They may also be afraid that people will not believe them or do not want their family or significant other to find out about it. Even when sexual assaults do get reported to the authorities, the rate of effective investigation as well as perpetrators tried and convicted is alarmingly low. This image shows that less than a third of cases are even reported to the police, and only 6 out of 1,000 will result in the perpetrator being incarcerated. The lack of retribution portrays a message that sexual assault is okay and that it is something that one can get away with. The case of Stanford student Brock Turner exemplifies how flawed the court system can be regarding sexual assault in the United States, because it exposes the fact that privilege based on race, money, connections, and fame still stands in the way of achieving just outcomes. James Madison University houses over 20,000 students in Virginia. Many JMU students report feeling safe on campus. However, having 2 reported victims in one weekend exposes an undeniably real threat to the JMU community. The vagueness of the emails and the untimely fashion in which they were sent highlights the flaws within the system in place for dealing with such circumstances. The truth is, according to a study done by the Washington Post, more than 25% of college women in 2012 reported being the victim of sexual assault. We must not only find a solution for one university, but find a solution for the people across the nation. Society is shifting perspective of blaming the victims of sexual assault. The first step towards eradicating rape culture throughout the world, but specifically on college campuses in America, is to place the blame where it belongs. On college campuses under the Department of Education and Title IX, it was suggested that only a few selected adults with administration titles at an institution were to overview sexual misconduct cases and decide on them. However, now that the Department of Education has taken a few steps back from enforcing Title IX, students on college campuses have the opportunity to propose this solution. In order to increase just outcomes, a proposal to have a jury-like group of members consisting of faculty, staff, and students who have been selected to participate will be the ones deciding on the outcomes of sexual assault cases. These members will be selected to be as unbiased and as unrelated to the case as possible. After being properly vetted and trained, this panel should be given the power to make the final verdict regarding the outcomes of both the victim and perpetrator to ensure the most just outcome possible. This panel will be available for cases on college campuses as well as in the court system, in which case a verdict may be reached where a restorative justice plan may be created on the terms of both the victim and the perpetrator. The ultimate goal is to implement a system in which human rights are protected and just decisions are upheld.